welcome back to the... I just got in here, that's why it's all loading. That's cool. Hello, welcome back to the sixth episode of the Let's Play. That's so cool. It is cool. I feel like I said that last episode too, but it is cool, like, 6 episodes in. So no building today. I just edited the 5th episode last night where we did this. Was it last night? It was recently. I got it on the brain where we built this. Well, I built this. You were there in spirit. And in video. Anyway. And I don't think I'm going to be, honestly, so I edited it. Just don't worry about it. I did that, finish the video. And I was thinking, and I don't think that I am going to, no, there's no lava in that bucket. I don't think that I'm gonna be showing building stuff like that again. You'll have to let me know. But I thought, like, just even editing it, I thought it was kind of boring. And while we sort of talked about this, I have kind of a very slow, kind of leisurely play style. So boring is kind of, you know, my thing. But that, I felt like that's a horse. I felt like that was really, really boring. And I didn't really, I mean, I'm not mad at it, but I'm also kind of like, okay. So, in the future, we're probably going to be doing, like, when I get around to finishing that, which is not today, because I'm not doing 2 building episodes in a row. Because I'm still trying to figure out how to edit and do all that, how to edit that. Even though I think I have it figured out, let me know. Let me know. Did you like last episode how we did that, where, like, I did it. Me. I took snippets of me doing the things. Doing the things and then just put it into, did you enjoy that? Like, let me know. Felt everybody? I just heard a zombie. I still hear a zombie. Okay, yeah, so let me know if you like that. But today, I think we're gonna go mining. I'm gonna figure out where I hear this zombie first. I think it's over here. I think. No? Where is this zombie? He's not down there. Is he up here? Anyway, okay, I have no idea where he is. Maybe? Did I fix that? That's kind of weird. I don't remember doing that. Alright, anyway. Let me clear out my inventory and get some picks, because we do be mining today, boys. We do be mining today. Do I really not have any picks? That's awkward. Let me find some sticks. Oh, I think I'm gonna sneeze. Alright, I think I just made a shovel. I did. Alright, everything is fine. Everything is fine. I am a professional. Yep. That is what I am. Oh, and really quickly, just because I saw it, you may have noticed I have a ton more amethyst. I was mining in our little quarry underground, and, I was strip mining because I haven't found any diamonds yet. I haven't found any diamonds. Any. And that's gotta change. If I don't find some soon, next episode, instead of finishing the landmark again, we're going to be making a villager farm, a villager trading hall, so that I can just get a diamond pick. Because this is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Okay, there's a little cave somewhere around here that I was in. So this is the ravine that we found in episode 1, which actually, as I'm recording this, just dropped today. So, thank you for watching it, if you did, which, if you're here, you may have watched it. And if you did, thank you. That's very sweet, very nice. Thank you for taking your time on it. I'm kind of not a huge fan of the video, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I don't hate it, but it's not. Oh, wow. It's definitely not, like, my favorite of all time that I've done so far. And I don't think I have done my favorite videos so far. I've really only been filming and editing for a couple months. I think I posted my first video in March. I think March. Which was honestly a lot longer ago than I think I'm thinking. But, yeah, it's been fun so far. I like recording, I like editing. The only issue for me is, I sort of talked about this in my last video. The only issue for me is Wi-Fi. I don't have great Wi-Fi where I live. I sort of live out in, oh god. Okay, goodbye, child. Oh, alright. I sort of live out in the country, except this country for me where I live is a relative term, because I do live in quite the rural area. Not gonna lie. But relative to where some other people might live, it's very much the country. I do live in, like, a rural Midwest state, you know. What do they call it here? Like, the something, I don't know. I took a lot of history classes in high school, so I should know what it is. The bread belt, the grain belt. I'm so confused. I'm so old. But I do live in one of those, like, farm states, and I live in a very rural part of it. So even though I'm not, like, you know, in the most rural of areas, which I know because my parents are divorced, so my mom lives in one place and my dad lives in another. And my mom lives in a much more rural part of our county, really, than my dad does. My dad lives in kind of a more urban area, but it's a very, like, small town. Like, literally, I think the width of it, because there's this big street that goes down the middle, a highway, a big street. There's a highway that goes through the middle of the town where my father and I live. And I think to get through our entire town is, like, 8 miles. It's really not big at all. But we do have a high school. I've mentioned this before. I live right in front of the high school, but oh man, got a frog in my throat or something. We live right in front of the high school, but our internet service provider is so bad, and it's like well known around our area that the internet that we have is really, really, forgive my French, even though, you know, I do swear a lot, so at this point you probably should be used to it. But our internet is absolute shit. And there's a new provider, a local one, that popped up. I'm not sure when, but I'm trying to get my dad to switch to them because reports are that they are much better. And, well, with the amount of young people who live in our house, really not that many, but just the amount of people who live in our house, having good internet is kind of, and the people in our house who use internet, like, I mean, first world problems, really, for real, but there's so many people, like, every person who lives here, me, my dad, my brother, my grandma's coming to visit soon, she's gonna be using the internet. We do need better internet than what we have to be able to do what we want to do effectively and quickly and efficiently and in a way that isn't, you know, like a nuisance. And my grandma agreed with me that, like, we do need better internet. I was on the phone with her for like 7 hours one night because I haven't really talked to her in a while, and she's a talker. You think I'm a talker? I got it from her. But so I was on the phone with her, and she was like, oh yeah, your internet's shit. And I'm like, if we all know that it's this bad, why do we live like this? Like, and again, it is definitely a first world problem, you know, like, oh, I live in a great, I'm well off and whatever, but my internet is just so bad, you know, like, it's kind of goofy, but at the same time, I feel like I do acknowledge that, so I feel, and I also just feel like, I'm just feeling a lot right now, okay? I kind of feel like if you're well off and there's something that makes you unhappy and you can't fix it, not even just about being well off, if there's something that makes you unhappy and you can fix it, why don't you? Like, there's no reason not to, and you shouldn't feel bad for that, at least in my opinion. My humble white middle class opinion. So. But I don't even know how I got on this topic. Oh, I was talking about uploads. Yeah, so my Wi-Fi's just not good enough to upload consistently, so I'm constantly, like, recording, and then it has to wait, like, weeks before it goes up. And if you look at when my videos are put up, like, there's chunks of them that go up around the same time, but really they're, like, months apart. Because the good Wi-Fi... Here's a doozy. The good Wi-Fi is at my mom's boyfriend's apartment. Yeah? You like that? And I don't really go over there a lot because he's my mom's boyfriend. He's not, like, I mean, aside from that, he's not really affiliated with me in any way. And he's cool, you know, like, I like him. He has chickens at his apartment. It's as interesting as you'd think. I like him. I'm not over at his house all the time, so, and I don't drive, so I can't just go over there and be like, alright, I'm gonna use your Wi-Fi, which, if I did drive, I would do, 100%. Bruh? Did you just miss me from right there? That was cringe. Okay, let's mine some coal. A lot of people, like, leave coal veins. I really don't, especially in the early game, because coal is one of those resources that I feel like I always need, and never have enough of. Okay, eventually, so this is one of those things I'm going to talk to you about what we're going to do, and then, you know, you're going to be like, oh, but you're on episode 6. Well, okay, so I don't use coal for fuel. For, like, furnaces and stuff, I don't. So there is going to come a time when I'm going to have, like, a ton of coal because I just don't use it. What I use is dried kelp blocks. I'm going to tell you why. Dried kelp blocks smell 20 items per block. If you want to smell, like, I don't know how much coal does, but it's 20 items per block. Kelp is a renewable resource, so you don't need to constantly go mining for it. Well, yes, people can have a lot of coal, and especially if you have fortune, you can get a ton of coal pretty quickly, and, you know, XP is great. It's not renewable, and once you mine all the coal in your world, or if you go as far as you can in your world before you get, like, really buggy, which used to be called the farlands in Java. I don't think they have the farlands anymore. In Bedrock, if you get far enough out, it does get really buggy, and things kind of stop working, which is just what the farlands are. ibxtoycat made a video on it. I'll see if I can find it and link it. It might not be a specific video, but I think it is. He, like, went a million blocks out, and I don't know. I don't know, man. He makes so many videos. Good videos, like, you know, no cap, they're good. I like them. But, yeah, like, coal, it isn't a renewable resource. So, I definitely prefer kelp for... Even, like, trees are a more renewable resource than coal. And I definitely prefer kelp over charcoal, though. I mean, charcoal's cool. It's basically just, you know, a poor man's coal, but... I prefer kelp blocks. It's kind of become my thing a little bit. Like, when I play with my brother and a couple friends, like, I'm the kelp block person. Right now we're playing on a server, and I'm gathering materials, because I don't just farm kelp, like, I make automatic kelp farms. Because that's easiest, and if you get, like, 5 or 6, you get a ton of kelp. But my friends and I are playing on a server, and right now, it was a world, and then my friend Father, actually, who's in a couple of videos, I will link them up in the eye or down below, whichever one I end up doing. My friend Father turned it into a server, and so now we play on a server. She did it through Eternos, which is a free, like, server making thing. It does not work on Switch. You have to, like, change the DNS number on your Switch. I don't have a Switch, so I'm not going to go through the technicalities of it. But, you know, Nintendo hates its consumers. That's the end-all be-all here. That's the takeaway. But it works very well on PC. I'm not sure it works on Xbox. I think that's kind of in the same boat as Switch. But it works on Java and Bedrock, and most of my friends play on Bedrock. And I saw a meme the other day, and it kind of, like, solidified an opinion that I don't really talk about when I kind of mention that I play on Bedrock. Bedrock is the future of Minecraft. Like, one day they're gonna phase Java out. Like, maybe it's gonna be 20 years from now, but they're gonna phase Java out, and Bedrock is gonna be Minecraft. So, not only do I not want to play, like... Where did that come from? Not only do I not want to play, like, the more difficult to play version of the game, and less user-friendly version of the game, that is, objectively, Java is less user-friendly. Objectively. I don't make the rules. This is just how it is. I don't want to play that version in lieu of Bedrock when eventually it's just going to be phased out anyway. Like, there's literally no point. There's absolutely 0 point to playing Java when you have Bedrock. Like, I have Bedrock on my PC. I'm not gonna be playing Java instead. I might be playing it in addition to, and I often do. But not instead. But the meme I saw was like, when you realize that Microsoft is gonna ruin Java Edition, which is ridiculous. Ridiculous. I mean, kind of true. A little bit. But ridiculous. And I mean, just because it's not... Just because something isn't what it used to be or what you're used to doesn't mean that it's ruined. Does that make sense? Change is weird and kind of funny, but and hard to get used to. Like, me too. I mean, I'm preaching, but I really struggle with getting used to things changing too. But it is something that does happen, so you kind of do got to get used to it. Especially with video games. Like, video games is such a silly thing to get upset over, because video games really are technology, and technology is changing like all the time, especially now, because we're just going and going and going, and we're not gonna stop. So getting upset about video games, like, unless it's something very, very specific and very, very worthy of your ire, it's really not worth getting upset over. I'm sorry. Just checking my inventory. I got a lot of copper. And honestly, it's kind of getting pointless to me to get this much copper. I like copper, but I do agree, like, what is the point? Agree. A friend was talking about, like, what's the point of copper? There's literally nothing that you do with it aside from blocks and spyglasses, and I do agree with that. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I really, yeah. Yeah. Aside from spyglasses and blocks, I don't really have much of a use for copper at all. Which doesn't really make it a big priority for me. And I'm gonna be honest, like, usually diamonds really aren't a priority for me either. I just, with this new, like, raw system, fortune has become a lot more important to me. Which, as it should be, because this is meant, if this was done to make fortune more important and just sort of more make the game better in some ways. And it is cool. I mean, it's cool, but it does mean that unless you have fortune, you end up wasting a lot of stuff. Alright, I'm at Y level 34. It's not diamonds yet. I heard that they switched diamond level to, 13. Ow. Eat up. Which, I didn't know that they switched diamond level to 13. If they really did that, which I just saw another one. Oh, I haven't gone like mining in forever. Well, no, I mean, I recently went in this world, but I don't think I've had this many issues in a long time. These aren't even issues. Although, one issue is that I really do have to pee. Which may cause me some problems. But I definitely need lots of iron because my armor... Oh, it's not that bad. Okay, but it's gonna get bad probably. While I'm doing this, I did want to talk a little bit. I know all I've done this video is talk, but I did want to ask you a little bit about just kind of like video quality. So if you're a commenter, like this is the time to okay, so I've recently decided that I actually kind of don't like the sound of my voice on videos. Which is kind of sad because I haven't really had an issue with it before. And then today, so the first episode of the Let's Play dropped, and I clicked on it a couple hours later just to make sure that it was running correctly. And I like heard my voice, and I cringed so hard. And I usually don't do that, which is why I'm bringing it up. Because, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, in person, I really don't mind how my voice sounds. I don't think this translates onto camera, but I have kind of a low voice. It's kind of raspy. Lava. I have kind of a low voice. It's kind of like, not raspy, but it's definitely lower. And, I mean, I am AFAB, assigned female at birth. So, people who are AFAB typically don't have that low voices. I mean, mine's not like crazy deep, but it is kind of low. And especially, like, to me, I feel my voice, like, in my chest. And that's why our voices kind of sound so different to ourselves, is because we feel and hear these nuances to it that a microphone and all these different things just can't pick up. I'm pretty much just looking for iron at this point. So my microphone isn't picking up the nuances in my voice that I am hearing. And so it doesn't really sound like me to me. And I just, you know, that's part of the things that I kind of like about my voice, is that it's kind of lower and just, you know, anyway. So I've moved my mic closer to me, like it's quite close to me. You may be able to hear things that maybe you weren't able to hear before. Like I've been swallowing a lot because my mouth be kind of dry. And I'm talking a lot. And I'm not drinking soda, which is what I'm usually doing when I'm recording. In part because my nails are still wet. And if I open up a soda, I'm gonna ruin them. That's not what I wanted. Yeah, so does this sound different to you? Like, I was recording just a really quick little snippet to make sure, because I dropped my mic the other day. And I haven't recorded since then. So I was just recording a quick little snippet to make sure nothing broke in it and that it sounds fine and it was closer to me. Does this sound different to you? I mean, it sounded kind of different to me. It sounded more like me and more like what I'm used to. So that's why I'm asking. So excuse me, I just burped, I think. Oh, so if you're a commenter, and you don't have to be, it helps out, viewer interaction really helps out with the YouTube algorithm. So if you are a commenter, a liker, whatever, I really appreciate it because that does help my channel make rounds. Not, again, you don't have to be, but just so that you know, I'm grateful if you do. But if you are, just let me know. Like, does this sound different to you? Because it kind of did to me. I haven't listened to the playback yet. I haven't listened to the playback on this yet, obviously, because I'm still recording. But I'm hoping it sounds at least a little bit different. Or at least just more like me. Or how I feel like I sound. Okay, so we're down to level 19. Ah! The abandoned mine shaft! Okay, so in case you don't remember or you didn't watch, the abandoned mine shaft is underneath, like, it's by my quarry that's really close to my underground base. This has to be the same one because it's crazy if it's not. I'm not gonna go exploring through it though. And actually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go pee because I really gotta go. Speaking of mic quality, can you hear me doing the I gotta go to the bathroom dance? Because I'm doing it. Alright, so I'm gonna go do that and I'll be right back. Alright. I'm back. I just pressed F6. Oh. My dog kind of woke up while I was gone. So, if you hear her moving around, that's what that is. Oh god. Nailed it. Alright, I only have 7 torches, so I think I'm gonna try to head back. That's not a bad haul. No diamonds, but, you know. Alright, yeah. I'm gonna head back up. If I can. Not that way. Dang it, I just saw some iron. Ooh, I just saw a lot of iron. well. That was less than ideal. Oh god. Ha! Nailed it. Not that way. Not that way. This way? No. What the heck? What the... Oh, probably this way. Probably up. Right? That seems like the smartest thing. Alright, not that way. Bless you. Okay, so I'm close to how I get out. How do I get out? Ah, well, this isn't the way, but this is a way. I do have this marked. Yep, and there's the ravine. Well, that was fun. So I've been mining for about 40 minutes. I think I'm going to call that the episode for now. We've sort of talked about this. I have pretty slow episodes. Pretty calm, chill episodes. So next episode, we're either going to be building the tower or we're going to be building the villager hut. I got very close to you very quickly. That's not a zoom. I'm that close to you right now. Oh god. Okay, that's my body. Alright, so thank you for hanging out with me today. It was kind of very chill. Kind of rather short, too. Mostly me talking a lot. Let me know in the comments different questions that I asked you if you liked kind of the editing building thing that we did last episode. And if my voice sounds any different to you right now, because I moved my mic closer, it kind of sounds a little bit more like how my voice sounds to me, which is my goal. Like, I'm pretty happy with how my voice sounds. I know that not everyone is, but I am. So as close as I can get it to what I'm hearing in real life, that's my goal. Alright, so I'll be seeing you in the next one, and I hope you're having a wonderful time. Wonderful time wherever you are. Alright, so I'll be seeing you soon. Goodbye. 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 I ruined one of my nails while I was going to the bathroom. My nail polish was still wet.